Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder. And today, we're going to be showing you the results from a recent questionnaire that we did a little less than like 18 hours ago, where we're asking people, is there enough to do in the game? And this is something I love, posing questions to the community to get them a little bit more involved. I think we got about 30 responses when I last checked so far. But if you ever want to participate in this, link to my Discord is in the pinned comment description down below. You join, go to reaction roles, select Call of Dragons, fourth from the left. And then this Call of Dragons section should pop up below. If not, you'll click on this, open the channels up, and then you'll go to CoD questionnaire. And I post these every once in a while. Okay, now let's get to the goods. So look, we got about 29 so far. And so again, I'm happy really with anything. So I appreciate anyone and everyone that does take time to fill these out. So we asked a number of questions, which is how long do you spend daily in game until all events and tasks are completed? We asked what events do you enjoy the most and why? What events would you like to see them add? And then there should be enough events in game to develop your account and allow players to play up to, and then we ask you, right, how long do you think they should be able to do that for? And when I read this back, I think to myself, maybe I could have reworded that a little better. But let's just see what some of these results are from some peeps. So we're going to go to the summary first. How long do you spend in game until all events and tasks are completed? Maybe I should have said until your events and tasks are completed, but let's see what they have. So the ones that got the biggest percentage was an hour. We got 27% of the vote, almost 28%. Second largest was 30 minutes. Third largest, which was tied for, we got an hour and a half. And then 8 hours obviously isn't really right. But again, maybe that could just be the way that I worded the question. I think it's a little bit more clear on this kind of 30 minutes to an hour and a half, with an hour being an average. That's usually what I've heard from a number of people. And when you think about that amount of time where it's you can play for an hour and you pretty much have everything done in game, right? That just doesn't scream like there's enough time in the game to do enough things to where you can really progress your account at a decent rate on a daily basis. Let's get to what events do you enjoy the most and why. I like the ones where you can get skins from, Roots of War, self-explanatory, Great Heights. My personal favorite is Row, super competitive. Pass openings and Row, pass openings are potential fights against opponent. And now I'm thinking to myself, like I should have given examples, improvements for next time. But we have Light Experiment, add tokens, probably the Little Behemoth Hunts and Row, Crucible event, and honestly any event with good rewards. Active events, where we have Row Behemoth event, combat power, and I will be putting a link out. I'll have a link in the description for the results page of this one. So we're not going to read everything. Not like 50 levels of creatures, alone just auto-attacking Row for gold heads, small behemoth raids and celestial battlegrounds. Would love to see them add the behemoth as an actual daily event. Things like Roots of War, SLE, and various PvE battle modes, they all involve actual gameplay. I feel it's much more enjoyable to do more than gather. I like to do the event which need to defeat Darklings or Guards to level 60. Every 10 stages got a gift. I forgot the event name. None. They're all repeatable and time-consuming, enjoying war only. I really like the Trial of Light event and the similar ones because it's satisfying to fast-kill Darklings, and the Behemoth ones because we can train. Behemoth raids because they are fun. All right. Let's go over to what events would you like to see them add? More events to get more of a chance to get different skins. Okay. More Roots of War style battles. Maybe a less competitive version that you can play at any time. Rewards can be RSS. Are so easy to get nowadays. Great Heights. More than gems. War events against opponents versus opponents. Practicing courage. More PvP events, please. There is barely any, like Roots of War, but maybe 1-to-1. Or 1v1, look at Whiteout Survival, Frostfire Mines. It's once every 2 weeks, PvP, like 60 people, and you need to battle people and gather resources while defeating Darklings to upgrade your gathering. It also has a runic ancestor system in the middle that allows players to battle for huge points in the center of the Frostfire mind map. I don't mind, maybe we'll Google that here in a sec. I don't mind, but we just need more events, preferably with better rewards than 100 gems, to encourage people to actually play them. I'm just going to search this real quick while I read, or while we continue reading. Sorry, what do you have? I don't mind. We just need more events. The 3v3, 5v5 type events that are ongoing through the week. Seasonal, daily player versus player fighting system. 5-person behemoth scenario events. Different behemoths, you can go fight them to progress scenario. More free-to-play friendly events. In a game I played, there was a 10-minute event where everyone had a march on a map with 3 other players killing each other and PvE monsters for points was great fun. Uncover the map, give good rewards, should do more often. Would like 5k migration to any server. Save season back, I'm sure. Something that appear when there isn't anything to do in the game. More PvP events like row, smaller scales. Okay, awesome. So I'm just looking up this Frostfire Mine thing real quick before we end up going back. So 18-minute mark. I'm just seeing if it's something that like they have an image for. Oh, that's what I should have typed in. Images. Okay. I don't know how like simply explainable this is. I'd have to like do a little bit of reading for this, so I could probably appropriately explain it. But let's just go to the next one, if we will, and maybe we'll circle back. There should be enough events in game to develop your account and allow players to play up to. And then this is where we have tied here for 2 hours and 3 hours, and then we got 6, almost a tie here for 4 hours. Some people voting for more. And then we have some others. I'm going to read some of these others. So someone said, hang on, let's do this. You should be able to log in and have something to do. In other games, this is called repeatable content. Think of something like World of Warcraft Battlegrounds. I log in and enter a battleground and play until I don't feel like playing anymore. There should never be a time where you log in and there's nothing to do. I agree. I think that makes sense. All events, what do we have? All events too time consuming. Why people want more of those boring events? And then number 3, the Home Kingdom is too long before season start. It needs to be a week max. That's all. And then you see the range here, right? So again, those are kind of being the most, right? So basically from 2 to 4 hours is what we have. And I think it's pretty clear that this is anywhere from 2 to 4 times the amount of time that some could say, on average, a number of players are spending at the moment, when it could be more. And the fact is that if we have more events and you're able to spend more time in game doing things, this definitely helps out free to play, and it arguably will help out really everyone for that matter. But I would like to believe a little bit more on the free to play low spend side, where it allows them enough time to invest to help develop and progress their account. Because at the end of the day, as we all know, really the biggest factor towards getting as much transferable participation or transitional participation from a free-to-play and low-spend player is them getting closer to endgame content. And that really can be the case for arguably almost everyone, is that once you get closer to endgame content or get there, whether that's you getting to T5, whether that's you being able to field up to 5 marches, whether that's you getting a certain amount of heroes that you need to get awakened, you are just more comfortable, more confident, and more interested, motivated, we'll say, to actually go out there and fight, especially on the front lines. And you could even say doing things like trying to increase troop training rates as well, maybe even lowering a little bit on the amount of time. I think there's a number of things that we can kind of look at on how we can address that. But this is great, even if it's just seeing a very small sample size of data for what a small number of people feel and are giving us. So thank you guys so much, as always, for participating. This is absolutely great. I also appreciate that some people provided references from other games that they had events in there that they liked. And so I appreciate that. Would love to hear what you guys think. Agree, disagree? Did you see anything that was interesting? Let me know in the comments down below. That's going to do it for me on this one. As always, until next time, we'll catch y'all later.